right, so for those of you that actually wanted me to do a video of me just kind of walking around and just kind of showing you guys, I guess, the city. This is pretty much it. Well, I don't live too far from here. I'm actually walking to the bank right now to make a deposit, so I figured, you know what, let me just make a video for you guys really quick, just to kind of show you guys, you know, my, I guess my everyday walk. But anyways, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the mountains are like to the right of me. It's really beautiful out here. But regardless, I decided, so let me just make a short video while I'm walking to the bank, just to kind of show you guys everything. But for those of you that are Kazakhs or from here, or plan to visit here, well, those of you that actually already know here, you know what it already looks like. So this video is definitely not for you. But my friend wanted me to make a video just pretty much talking about how Kazakh life is and what exactly do I experience in Kazakhstan, what kind of the things that I deal with, some of the difficulties that I face here. To be quite honest with you, the only difficulty that I am currently facing, and I have always been facing, is a language barrier type thing, you know. But I'm slowly learning the language, and I think, you know, once I have either Kazakh down or Russian down, things will be a lot easier for me here because I'll be able to do a lot of things for myself and by myself. I think I may have already passed the bank, yo. I think I did. I may need to go back. I did. I passed the fucking bank. Jesus, should have crossed the street. Anyway, so let me just tell you guys a little bit about my life here and how things are here for me. Well, typically I have no problems or difficulties with anything except with being able to communicate. But luckily for me, a lot of Kazakhs do in fact speak English, so it's not like, you know, some other Asian countries where it's very difficult to find someone that speaks English. But here, Kazakh folks, they're actually very, I don't know, linguistic, so to speak, because a lot of them quite often you'll find either speak Spanish, very fluently in fact, speak French. I even came across a Kazakh that spoke fluent Portuguese, so they're not very bad with languages as far as languages are concerned. So the language being a difficulty because there are certain things that I would like to do on my own at times, and the places that I would go, people there unfortunately do not speak English. So I thought, you know what, I would either learn Kazakh or Russian. So it's one of those two languages that will actually do just fine for me in that case. So, hey, salam. Yeah, so relatively my life here, man, is pretty cool, pretty chill. Folks are pretty nice. As you can see, folks like to say hello and they're very friendly and open. You know, I was asked a question once by one of my friends. And the question was, how is the experience here as far as race? And I'll tell you right now, man, Kazakh folks love black people. Well, at least me, I don't know. I have never, and I'm serious about this and I shit you not, I mean, I joke not, I have never faced any form of racism whatsoever here. Folks are really friendly, and if anything, they're always curious about where I'm from, what I'm doing here, and how do I feel about being here, and how do I like the country. And so it's relatively easy to get around. And again, like I said, you know, people here are very friendly. So there's no level of difficulty as far as, you know, how I'm accepted here, because I'm accepted fairly well, to be honest with you. More so than that in my own country. Because in America, racism is all over the place. And so when folks are telling me, oh, how is it? Do you find it to be weird or difficult here, or are people here racist or anything like that? Well, I'm here to tell you, if folks are racist in Kazakhstan, they're not in Almaty. Maybe some Mambiat or something from like a different area might find it odd that a black man is in their country. But like I said, I've never really faced any form of racism here. You know, it's like, I find it that if anybody said that they are facing any sorts of racism here, it's solely because they have a superior context. Like they come here feeling like, oh, if they have dollars in their pockets or they have euros in their pockets, and that, you know, they can just come here and shit on the Kazakh people. But I tell you this right now, you do not. I repeat, you do not want to fuck with a Kazakh person. Because although they are very nice and friendly, they will defend their nation and their culture, which is rightfully so. Because you're not going to come to my country and talk shit about my people, about what I do, about my language, or whatever else that you want to talk shit about. So none can really blame them for the way that they would express themselves in any shape or form. So if you're going to come here, make sure that you're humble, make sure that you're accepting of cultures, and make sure that you understand that life here is different from where you're from. Simple as that. Unless you're willing to adapt and become one of the masses, then get the hell out. As for me, I love everything about Kazakh culture. I have nothing really to complain about, so I guess I would say that I'm set on my ways and I'm not going anywhere. Both, me and my wife, we've considered about, doing many things here, and to be honest, I find that my life here would be a lot simpler than that of the United States. Like I said before, I've never really experienced any form of racism while I've been here, but yet in America, since day one. So that just goes to show you that it's just about where you find yourself and how you find yourself. But a lot of folks, man, like oftentimes when they do complain about some, form of racism, it's always about them doing something stupid. And they don't see it because to them that's normal. And they think, oh, I can do this, I can do that. No, you can't. You can't come to a person's country, or you can't come to a country, period, and think that they should be following your rules and the way that you do things, or they should be abiding by the way that you feel comfortable. Now, Kazakhs are very, very welcoming people, and they will make you feel at home. And so I've never really found the need or the purpose of acting superior, because first of all, I know I'm not, and I am very well okay with that fact, because I feel like we are all, in the same boat, so to speak. And so when I come here, I humble myself, and one of the things that I see that foreigners tend to be, all tight about, especially when I was living in China, is that if you're different from the person and the person is very curious about you and they just want to take a picture or just want to say hello, don't act like a dick. Don't be a dick, And me, I love taking pictures. Are you kidding me? And especially here in Kazakhstan, they actually tell you, hey, can I take a picture with you? Unlike, in China, they just pull out their phones and they just click and take a picture and that's it. So I just want to say that, many different places are different, but of course, the way that you let yourself be approached, it speaks volume of who you are, first of all, and second, it also helps people to understand that you are not a hostile individual and that they can be kind, they can be nice, they can be sweet, and that's exactly what they'll be. So if someone was to approach you and say, hey, can I take a picture? Can I take a snap with you? Put a smile on, man. Like, if anything, they're just telling you that, look, I think you cool, and I want to take a picture with you. What's wrong with that?